What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy J Narc, aka Crystal. Today we are rebuilding the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers under center. We're going to keep Aaron Rodgers and then see what we do with Jordan Love moving on in the future. But in this rebuild, we are definitely keeping Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to show you guys what the team looks like. Alright, so this is what the offense is. We got Jason Myers, the center, our second-round pick. We got Amari Rodgers, our third-round pick at it's going to be our fourth receiver. We're going to see what we do with that. And then we have Eric Stokes as our number 2 corner. This is what the defense looks like. Pretty solid. Rashawn Gary starting over Preston Smith. And we're going to set up the specialist. So this is what we're going to do. So with slot receiver, definitely going to put Amari Rodgers there for sure. Amari Rodgers will be our slot receiver. Our power back is definitely going to be A.J. Dillon. And then rushing left end will be Darius. Rushing D-Tag will be Clancy Clark. Rushing right end will be Rashawn Gary. Sub will be Chris Barnes, and Eric Stokes will be our slot corner, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want to do with this team. And yeah, let's upgrade our players. Randy Ramsey gets an upgrade. I'm gonna make sure they don't cut the guys I don't want them to cut. So let's advance. We lost 38-6 to the Cardinals. Jeez. All right, advance to next week. We beat the Browns. Forgot we got all these guys, Kurt Benkert, all these guys, Blake Bortles. And then now we have to cut 11 players. We just beat the Giants as well too. So let's see, we got to cut 11. Kurt Benkert, he's 25. Jake Hansen, I'm gonna move to the practice squads. Jonathan Garvin, definitely gonna move to the practice squad. Stanford Samuels, definitely move to the practice squad. Tipa Galloway, he's our second left outside linebacker. I'll just move him to the practice squad. Dominique Daphne. We have 6 active tight ends. Vernon Scott is our third free safety. Move him to the practice squad. Isaac Nada. Could move him to the practice squad. I want to move Mike Weber to the practice squad for sure. Ryan Winslow. We don't need 2 punters, so I'll cut him. Reggie Beggleton. I'll move him to the practice squad. Oren Burks. Not really a fan of him, so I'm cutting him. Josh Jackson is our 5th corner. We're going to keep him around. Mercedes Lewis is fine too. Kivere Russell is fine as well. And then we have Kurt Benkert, who we can move to the practice squad. And that's what we do. We cut our 11 players needed. And we're heading into week 1. So now we went 3-1 in the preseason. Not too bad. Alan Lazard gets an upgrade. Let's upgrade the players. 1 new injury. Devin Funchess still is out for 40 weeks. And David Bakhtiari has a complete ACL tear, so hopefully he could be back by like Super Bowl time, possibly. Titans have signed Jake Hansen from your practice squad, and let's set a season goal of making, let's say making the playoffs. Let's say make the playoffs. I forgot we do need a left tackle, and obviously there's none available there. But I honestly want to get like a right tackle, see if we could trade for one. And then move Billy to the left side if possible. See if we go for a 4th rounder. And go for like a right tackle, like a 70s. Like a right tackle or something in their 70s if they have like, excuse me, an abundance of them. That'd be nice. We got Robert Hunt and DJ Fluker. I don't think DJ Fluker would be too bad, so I think we'll give a 5th for him. Significantly more value is what they said. So a 4th for DJ Fluker. Okay, so maybe. Okay, let's see if there's another team that would want him, or that would go for it if there's any other available. We could go Caleb McGarry here. Give like a 5th for him. See if that goes through. A 4th possibly. Needs a bit more value. A 4th and a 7th for Caleb McGarry. Then we move Billy Turner to the left side. I don't think that would be too bad of an idea. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We picked him up so we can move Billy Turner to play that left side because I do not have faith in Jared Veld here. So we're gonna put him in. We put Billy Turner in at the left side. Left guard is Elton Jenkins. Center is Josh Myers. Right guard is Lucas Patrick. Right tackle is Caleb McGarry. And then that's good there. And then I think we just need I want to sign another guard possibly, if they even have an available. I mean, I'm fine with starting Lucas Patrick, but we could sign Nick Easton to the deal, just so we have space on the D-line, just so we have not space, but depth for sure. It says we have 2 practice squad players. So Isaac Nada, Juwan Winfrey, I'll move to practice squad. And then Kadar Holman, Mercedes Lewis, Kavir A. Russell, Hunter Bradley. We're going to cut Hunter Bradley, even though he's our long snapper in real life. We cut him. So now we got our 53-man roster. Let's take a look at the team before we simulate. Got Billy Turner in at left. We got Elton Jenkins, Josh Myers, Lucas Patrick, and Caleb McGarry. Not too bad of a squad here. Quarterbacks are pretty fine too. Got Aaron Rodgers in at the 4th. So, and then the defense is pretty solid as well too. So we're good there. And so let's see how well we do. Let's see if we can go like 13-3 hopefully. Let's see. So we ended up going 9-7. We won our division though. So division was tough this year, but we still made the playoffs. Obviously, we got Aaron Rodgers, of course. Why wouldn't we make the playoffs? And we become an 89 offense and an 85 defense. And if we look at the statistics, our offense was 5th in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers was 5th in passing yards and 6th in TDs. Our defense was 24th. So 33 touchdowns, 16 picks for A-Rod. Rushing, Aaron Jones had 1,100 yards, 8 TDs, while A.J. Dillon had 579 yards and 11 TDs. Not too bad. Alan Lazard had 1,000 yards receiving. So did Devontae Adams with 13 touchdowns as well. Marquez Valdez-Scantling has 6 TDs. Robert Tonyan has 690 yards and 5 TDs. Amari Rodgers had 8 catches, 93 yards. Not too bad. Defense. Chris Barnes had 3 picks. Eric Stokes had 6. Wow. Eric Stokes had 6 picks. Chris Barnes had 3. Adrian Amos had 3. Jair Alexander had 2. Kevin King had 1. A lot of people had 1s. Kenny Clark had 12 sacks. Zadarius Smith had 7.5. Rashawn Gary had 4.5. Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary both combined for just 6.5 sacks, which isn't too great. But let's take a look at the overalls of the players now, considering that they're upgraded. So Jason Myers or Josh Myers now is 78. Amari Rodgers now is 75. Where's our left tackle? Billy Turner got moved to the right side for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but tight ends are good. A.J. Dillon's pretty solid. Defense, Chris Barnes is a 77. Sean Gary's still an 81. Kenny Clark's a 93. Eric Stokes is an 81. Okay, so for some reason they still have Jared Velder starting at the left side when it literally should be Billy Turner, because that's what I put it as. I don't know why he's not starting, but we put Billy Turner to start at the left side for him. And we're facing the 9-7 Panthers. Let's see if we can take a dub. So we actually ended up taking a loss 28-21 in the first game of the playoffs, which is a rarity, considering that Aaron Rodgers at least got to get 1 win. But the Panthers, who were the 6th seed, are now facing the 1st seed of the Saints. So we lost by a TD. Aaron Rodgers threw 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Colin Kaepernick actually played for them, had 1 TD. But we threw a pick, and the rushing attack is what got us, I guess. Yeah, definitely they got a lot of yards rushing on us, so that makes sense. Receiving, Marquez Valdez-Scantling did his thing, of course, and Devontae. So our receivers were there. No sacks for the defense. AJ Boyer got a pick, though, so I guess the run defense is what got us. So we obviously have some moves to make. Hopefully we can draft some players. But let's into the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is Jaguars-Falcons. Eric Stokes gets an upgrade. Wow. Jaguars 3rd seeded, and then Falcons are the 5th seeded. So let's advance through that. So Falcons end up blasting the Jaguars. AJ Terrell wins Super Bowl MVP. Falcons won their first Super Bowl. Eric Stokes won Defensive Rookie of the Year. And that's it for the Packers there. And yeah, he also had 6 picks, so that's pretty nice. 6 players are ready to negotiate. We're gonna let Damon Harrison walk. We're gonna let Devin Funchess walk as well. Alan Lazard played pretty solid, so I'm going to give him a deal. So we get him back. Nick Easton, I'm going to let him walk. Rest of these guys I'm going to definitely let walk as well, too. Let's advance to the next week. David Bakhtiari is back from injury. So we have about $15 million available in the cap. See if we can sign someone. Right tackle, they have Taylor Moton here. I think we go for a big move to help out Aaron Rodgers. So we get our star right tackle. See if we get Taylor Moton. That'd be nice. Maybe trade Caleb McGarry. Maybe we definitely trade Caleb McGarry for a young piece. Let's see. Caleb McGarry obviously has value places. Maybe we could trade for a guard. A guard wouldn't be too bad, like a left guard. Let's see. A right guard wouldn't be too bad for the Packers. Go for Austin Corbett. Team that needs a right tackle for sure. Cesar Ruiz, would he go through? They're very interested, so the Packers make a blockbuster trade, giving up Caleb McGarry, who they drafted, and okay, I think a third would be too much, but a fifth and Caleb McGarry for Cesar Ruiz goes through, so they pick up their new right guard. And at right tackle, that's just Billy Turner for now, but let's advance to next week, see if we could get Taylor Moton. We picked up Taylor Moton, so now we upgraded the offense tremendously. We have $5 million available. We're gonna look at what positions we can move on from, of course. Quarterback, we can't do anything with our quarterbacks. We're gonna keep them the same. Running backs are good. We don't have a fullback. Receiver, we have Devontae, Scantling, Lazard, and Rodgers. Those are our guys that I'm working with. Tight ends are good as well too. Left tackle, David. Yep, offensive line is just fine. With the addition of Taylor Moton, we should be pretty premier now. We should be pretty solid, and it made us jump to 92 overall offense. So we gotta pick up a 5th-year option. Jair for sure. That's 100%. We picked up Jair. Now that we picked up his 5th-year option. So now we're gonna head into we have the 22nd pick in the draft. So we can honestly go with any position here. I think we could go with definitely could go defense. We could go left tackle here. We got a kid named Gio Russell. Seems like he would fit the script. A D tackle wouldn't be bad. A middle linebacker neither. This kid Larry Cohen was first in everything. I don't know why we want to go for him. Let's see what they got here at the guard position. Center, we're good. Offensive line, we're pretty much set. D ends, we could focus on the 2nd round for a D end and a D tackle, of course. So I'm not too worried about that. Middle linebacker, you know what? I'm liking this kid Larry Cohen since he's #1 in literally everything. So why not pick him up? So we're gonna pick up Larry Cohen. They say he's a reach. I don't think so because he's pretty much high in everything. So now with this pick, with our 2nd round pick, I think we should go with the D. If there's a D tackle available, I think it'd be best if we go with them. They also have a receiver and a corner available, but we don't need that right now. So right end. Now we're gonna go with a left end. 2nd rounder, Mike McLean, who's an early 2nd rounder. He's a speed rusher. We're gonna pick him up, 71 overall. See what he does there, and then we're gonna leave the rest of the draft up to the. Now we look at the draft recap, and we picked up a D tackle in Ben Burrows and a right end in Justin Hurst with our other picks. So not too bad, not too bad. And so let's enter preseason week 1. We have David Bakhtiari back, and we also have Taylor Moton, our new draft pick. I mean, not our new draft pick, our big signing in free agency. We have 92 offense, 85 defense. Aaron Rodgers should definitely have a better season, considering he has his favorite guy back at the left side. We traded for Cesar Ruiz. We have a great center, a young center, and Elgton Jenkins. So the offensive line is back to its prominence, and then receivers are great. Linebackers are great. So it looks like we're moving in the right direction here, and so the defense should only improve from here on. So I'm liking what we see here. So let's advance to the Super Bowl. Let's to the playoffs and see how well we do. So we're in the wild card again. We went 12-4. We just beat the Rams 31 zip. Let's upgrade our players. We should be like a beast now. 50 players were upgraded. We were 95 offense, 88 defense. We went 12-4. Bears went 10-6. Vikings went 9-7, and the Lions went 7-9. Our offense was 2nd in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers was 7th in passing yards and 2nd in passing TDs. And our defense was 1st. We had the #1 ranked defense. So 39 touchdowns, 12 picks for A-Rod, 106 passer rating. 945 rushing yards for Aaron Jones and 9 TDs. And 620 yards and 7 TDs for A.J. Dillon. So that combo is deadly. Devontae Adams, 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns, of course. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 100 catches, 980 yards, 4 touchdowns. Alan Lazard, 934 yards, 9 TDs. Robert Tonyan, same yards as last year, 9 touchdowns as well. And Amari Rodgers got a touchdown, which is nice to see. Our defense, let's see. Chris Barnes led the team in tackles. Sacks, Darius Smith at 7.5. Kenny Clark had 6. Preston Smith at 5.5. Rashawn Gary had 2. Our D-line was just all right. Interceptions, Chris Barnes with 3, Adrian Amos with 3, Eric Stokes with 3, Jair 3, Darnell Savage with 2, Kevin King with 2, and Preston Smith with 1. So we had a 2nd-ranked offense and a 1st-ranked defense. We're a 91 overall team. Our offense is a 95. Aaron Rodgers is a 95, of course. Aaron Jones is injured, so we're just going to have A.J. Dillon and Dexter Williams. Offensive line, Dave Bakhtiari is a 99. Elton Jenkins is a 91. Josh Myers is an 80. Cesar Ruiz is an 81. Taylor Moan's an 88. And then Tunyon's a 84. Scaling's a 77. I mean, an 81. Devontae's a 99. Allen Lazard's a 79. And Aaron Rodgers is a 77, which is pretty nice to see. Defense, Chris Barnes is an 80. Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary's injured from the looks of it. What happened to him? Dislocated hip, will be back in 2 weeks, so we're missing out on him. D-line is straight. Eric Stokes is now an 83. So we're just missing we're just going to have to start Preston Smith at the other outside linebacker position as Rashawn Gary's injured. So we should be okay considering that we don't have... let's see how long Aaron Jones is out for. Hopefully we can get him back in 2 weeks. So if we could win out, we could get these guys back for the conference championship, which would be really nice. So we're facing the Vikings, a division rival. So all the NFC teams made it, except the Lions, of course. So let's see if we beat the Vikings. We took an L. Dude, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There's no way we keep losing in the first round. There's no reason why we should be losing in the first round. It doesn't make sense. Like, it actually doesn't make sense. That's two seasons in a row where we just lose immediately when we won the division. Jordan Love came in, okay, whatever. Aaron Rodgers threw a pick and got sacked once. Kirk Cousins threw no picks and got sacked twice. So, rushing attack killed us yet again. Receiving, we didn't do too much. Zadarius Smith got a sack, and so did Kenny Clark. Anthony Barr did too, and Xavier Woods got a pick. So, okay, Aaron, we gave you everything you needed. What's going on here? What's going on? There's no way that we're losing. Like, that shouldn't be the case. Super Bowl is Bears, Browns. Okay. So, obviously, we're just missing something. So, what I'm thinking what we got to do is definitely like, and the Browns won the Super Bowl. Kareem Hunt won Super Bowl MVP. No Packers players got any rewards, so that's just fantastic. 16 players are ready to negotiate, one of them being Davante Adams. Davante Adams, do you deserve a deal? Oh my God, I can't even afford him? What do you mean I can't afford Davante Adams? Why can't I afford Davante Adams? Why do we have no cap available? What? That's weird. It says we have no cap available. Why do we not have any cap available? That's weird. Why do we have no cap available? Can't even move on from Rashawn Gary either if we wanted to. Okay, so one person I'm definitely getting rid of is Dean Lowry. That's without a doubt. Zadarius Smith I'm definitely keeping, but he's been our best playmaker. We have Shandon Sullivan. We don't really necessarily need. Kevin King, I'll definitely release you, though. I'm just trying to see which players that are sitting here taking cap because we don't have any cap for some reason. Mason Crosby, we get like $2 million for him. Lucas Patrick, we get like $1 million for him. Because apparently we were broke. We'll go to Mason Crosby in a second, but I'm just trying to see if there's anyone else here that's taken up. So Billy Turner for sure, we're getting rid of him because we don't need him. And who else could there be? I mean, besides Mason Crosby, I can't think of anyone else that's taking up a lot of money. Yeah, there's no one else here. So, and Blake Bortles is not taking much either. So that's weird that we don't have much cap room. But Mason Crosby, as great as you are, we're gonna release you. And hopefully, with making those moves, we could re-sign Devontae. We need to. Okay, so we could make the offer to him. Let's make that offer. You think free agency will be better for you in the long run, bro? What? Okay, I'm just gonna franchise tag Devontae because I don't want to let him go. So, and Chris Barnes, we don't have the cap space. Why is Davante Adams not trying to re-sign? What do I got to do? Who's got to go? I will make that crazy decision and get rid of Zadarius Smith. Oh my God, but he's nice now. He's a 93. I can't get rid of him. Who is it that I'd have to get rid of here just to make ends meet? Like, oh my gosh, bro. You know what? Oh, I don't know. This is actually very difficult. I don't want to get rid of Zadarius Smith, but it looks like I might just have to. He's been our team. He's been our captain. He's been our guy, but we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it so we can re-sign these guys. We had to do it because we didn't restructure it properly. Chris Barnes is the starting middle linebacker. We have to get him back onto the team regardless. We get him back. Shannon Sullivan, I definitely want to re-sign him as well, as we definitely let go of Kevin King. These guys here, Ty Lancaster, literally for all these guys, we just did that just to re-sign our middle linebacker and him. J.K. Scott, you're a punter asking for a lot of money. I'll let you go. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, you've been pretty solid for us, but we're moving on from him as well. And now we lost Zadarius Smith. We have about $8 million available. Oh, let's see if we can get Zadarius Smith back, man. We won't be able to. We literally won't be able to, and that's the unfortunate part. Like, I couldn't do anything about that. I had to let him go just to make ends meet. And there's no left outside linebacker available. We have Rashawn Gary, but he hasn't performed like as I wanted him to. And Preston Smith, whatever. So we're gonna have a regress for sure with our linebackers, but we had to make that move in order to get to where we needed to get. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Safeties are good. Our kicker, we could just get like Joey Sly for a cheap deal. We had to make this move though. We really did. We really did, because there was nothing. We had to do it so we could re-sign guys, because I didn't want to lose out on them. So you guys could hate me, but listen, I had to make the move. You guys, some of you guys will understand. It had to be done. Roquan would be like a perfect fit for our team, but we just re-signed Chris Barnes, so what would be the point of that? And Aaron Rodgers on this huge deal, so we obviously can't get rid of him. So it is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. Let's see if Zadarius is still there. He's probably still waiting for an offer. Dude, I'll give you an offer. We'll give you that. If he comes back to us on that deal, oh my god, that would be amazing. He rejected us. We got our special teams options though. Rashawn Gary, I'm not gonna, should I, let's give him one more year. Let's give him 1 more year. He's gonna be a full-time starter. We're gonna make him a full-time starter. He has to get more than 2 sacks. They're both gonna be starting at opposite sides, so they obviously have to do something. And we also have Darnell Savage. We definitely gotta pick him up. Definitely. He's been great. Obviously with Adrian Amos in the backfield, so we get them back too. And then let's go to next week. We're gonna have to obviously draft some linebacker just in case Preston Smith doesn't live up to par. But that's fine nonetheless. Let's start drafting. We have the 24th pick in the draft now. Alright, with the 24th pick in the draft, who's available? We have D tackles, a right outside linebacker, Ty Dillon. That's perfect. That would be perfect if we could get him. Mid first rounder, perfect. 73 overall. That's alright with me. That's alright with me. We just get our future linebacker, so he'll pair up with Rashawn Gary if he plays his cards right. Okay. Another chance at getting a middle linebacker if we wanted to. I'm just looking at the players that are like first overall. We definitely do need a left end for sure. I'd say so the least. So let's see what left ends are available. If not, we can try to get a right end. So we got Emmett Flyer. Not too bad. Right end, they have Harold Hodgins. D tackle, there's nothing really. Right outside, middle linebacker, they have Nolan Nixon, who's an early first. I think I'm going to pick him up for sure and then trade Cohen's for a DN. I think that's what I'll do. Apparently we need a quarterback when we have 2. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to trade Cohen. See if any team is very interested in him. If not, that's fine. We could go for a team that has a left end. Dean Lowry went there. That's cool. We have Morgan Fox, Sam Hubbard, Gregory Rousseau. Maybe he could fit the script. We could give up a 4th for Gregory Rousseau. A 4th, and who were we just about to give up? We were about to give up one of our middle linebackers, right? I think so. I'll give him a 4th and a 5th for Gregory Rousseau. Maybe that goes through. So we just get a new left end, so that helps out. Let's take a look at the offense real quick. See if there's what moves we'll have to make in order to make sure the team is looking correct. So defense. Okay, now we have Gregory Rousseau and Kingsley Keek, so that should be solid for now. Corners are good. Safeties are fine. Our outside linebackers need a little bit of work, but we did draft someone, so I'm not too mad with that. So with that being said, let's go to our next pick. Alright, with our 3rd round selection, let's see who's here still. We got some receivers, of course. We could draft a receiver. I think we already drafted our outside linebacker, so let's go for a receiver. We got Darren Bryant here, who's a late 1st rounder. We also have Max Bailey, who's a 3rd. I'm actually not too worried about those positions, so I'm gonna leave this simulation up to the rest of the CPU, and let's see what they do. Draft recap. So we ended up getting a tackle, a running back, and another corner. So they didn't really do too well as I thought they would, but that's fine. So now with these new moves onto the team, we should be looking pretty solid. Let's upgrade our players. Rashawn Gary's taking a big step this year. He's going to be leading the pass rush along with Preston Smith. David Bakhtiari's back from injury. What I want to do is make sure we have, we probably won't even have money for it, but make sure we just have the backup for Rashawn Gary. We have Brendan Scarlett. Maybe we have the funds for him. Yeah, we do. So we're going to pick him up just so we have a backup that could kind of assist. We have a 92 offense, 87 defense. And this is the offense. Looks pretty solid if you ask me. Offensive line is pretty great. Tight ends are good. The offense is just good. All around. I'm happy with it. Aaron Rodgers is taking a huge step. We have Nixon and Chris Barnes paired up together. And we still have Cohen, who we could also move for a potential piece on the defense. So we can keep that in mind. But we have Dylan being the backup linebacker who can perform very well. And we also have a good crew of middle linebackers to work with. So let's just see how they perform. So let's sim to the regular season first. All right. Let's start off week 1 against the Vikings. Everyone should be angry now, ready for the come up, ready to be great. We're missing out on Zadarius Smith, but that's fine. We still have pieces, we still have players that can make plays. And let's see if we could change up the scheme a bit. Maybe change up how things go. 75% vertical zone run and power run. Let's see. I think we'll go back to vertical zone and base 3-4, 4-3 under, base 4-3, 4-6 defense. We could go with a 4-6 defense. I don't think that'd be too bad. Yeah, we could go honestly with a 4-6 defense. Our base 3-4 is fine too. Just our DNs aren't really like fit for it, but in a 4-3 under, I don't want to go to 4-3 because we don't have D tackles that are for that. So, you know what? Let's go with the a 4-6 defense with 4 like run stoppers. It's basically 4 run stoppers. So if we go with a 3-4, 3-4 is just some pass rushers. So let's just see how they perform if we go into a 4-6 defense. So I'm gonna sim to the middle of the season. If it's not working out too well, then we'll obviously change it up. But for now, that's what it's gonna look like. So let's sim to the middle of the season. So we have a bye. We're 2-5. We're regressing. That's what it just came down to. We're literally regressing. Literally regressing. We're 2-5 with Aaron Rodgers under center. Okay, so obviously changing up the defense was not the answer. So we're gonna go back to a 3-4. We're gonna go back to a 3-4. Maybe that helps us get some wins. There's no reason why we're 2-5 right now. Defense, Rashawn Gary's in 85. What's going on? Like everyone's like upgrading, but why are we losing? All right, we're 2-5. Hopefully we can bounce back. Where our offense is 20th. Aaron Rodgers is 9th in passing TDs and 5th in passing touchdowns. Our defense is 14th, 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. Not too bad for Aaron Rodgers. Running backs aren't doing too well. Receivers are doing just fine. Defense though, Gregory Rousseau has 6 sacks. Cohen has 3.5. Preston Smith has 2. Rashawn Gary has 1.5. He's not doing his job, yo. He's not doing his job whatsoever. And Chris Barnes has 1 pick. So obviously changing up the defense, trying to, yeah, it kind of messed us up. So we're facing the 5-2 Bears. Let's see what we do against them. We took a W 49-14. See, we just changed everything up against the team leading in our division and took a dub. We just took a dub, just like that. Just like that. So now we're facing a 1-7 Giants. We took a dub. All right, so now we're back in the win column. Now we're back to winning, as it should be. I shouldn't have tried changing up the defense, because then I would have been heartbroken that we didn't make the playoffs. Facing the 5-4 Eagles, and we took a loss just by 3 though, but can't even be too mad though. We're 4-6. I think we could sneak into the playoffs. I think we can make a run for the table. So I'm gonna let our team take a chance, and let's see if we can do it. Oh, so we didn't make the playoffs. We ended up going 5-11. So we won one more game after we took that down year. So we had a down year for some odd reason. I think it was the pass rush for sure. Let's take a look at the stats. Offense was 4th. Aaron Rodgers, 39 touchdowns, 4.68 passing yards. He did his thing. He did his thing. Our defense was 14th. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers did his thing, so I'm not even mad. Aaron Jones had 1,000 yards too. Devontae Adams, 1,200 yards, 12 TDs. Amari Rodgers, 964 yards, 5 TDs. Robert Tonyan, Alan Lazard. So offense did their thing. It's just the defense. Kenny Clark had 9.5 sacks. Gregory Rousseau had 7.5. Rashawn Gary had 6. Not too bad. Preston Smith had 5. Cohen had 5, and he was like a 3rd middle linebacker. So not too bad, but still could do way better than expected. We're gonna do one more year into this rebuild, see if we could change it up. So Super Bowl this year is Ravens, Buccaneers. Devontae Adams, we're gonna upgrade him. He's gonna definitely want to get re-signed. So that's gonna be fun, seeing if we even have the money capable enough to re-sign Devontae Adams. But Amari Rodgers is back from injury. Ravens won the Super Bowl. Keep saying we can upgrade this man, so we're just gonna upgrade physical. Not enough skill points to purchase this bucket. Not enough skill points to purchase this bucket. Okay, so Devontae Adams is already maxed out. We have about 16 players ready to negotiate. Jair, can we re-sign you? We do have the cap space for him, so we're gonna re-sign Jair to the deal. Oh my gosh, yo, come on. Devontae, you want a crazy deal? We're gonna give you 120 million. We get him back. Elton Jenkins, we definitely got to re-sign as well. Star guard. We get him back. Robert Tonyan, who's been pretty solid for us. We got to definitely get you back as well. Kingsley Keek, you haven't done much. Preston Smith, I'm definitely letting you walk. Jason Sternberger, as a backup tight end, we could definitely get more. Ty Summers, you haven't done much. The rest of these guys, you guys haven't done much for us. So, Kingsley Keek, yeah, you're asking for a little bit too much, buddy, so we're going to have to let you go. Adrian Amos, he's been pretty solid, but we're going to let you go as well, too. And Aaron Jones, he's not asking for too much, but we need to franchise tag Jair because I don't want to see him go. And Aaron Jones has always had 1,000 yards, so let's see if we could release some players just to make sure we could get back Aaron Jones because he's been very solid for us. So we get Devontae back onto a huge deal. Let's see what players we could get rid of. So Aaron Rodgers, they obviously saying we could get rid of him, but I'm not going to. Adrian Amos, sayonara, you've been fantastic, but we're gonna let you go. Let's see who else. These are guys here. Nope, we're definitely not letting them go. These guys here have been pretty solid for us. Preston Smith, I'm gonna have to let you go as well too, buddy. Been great, but we also have a young guy who could also come in and do some damage, so that we'll see how he performs. And everyone else is pretty much set to stay onto the team. Brendan Scarlett, for sure, we could get rid of him. He's $1 million just sitting here. And then we have Kamal Martin, but I like him though. Josiah DeGara, we're gonna keep him for sure. We also have John Runyon, who's fine. Stepanak is fine too. So we release those guys, and then let's see if we get Aaron Jones. If not, then we're just gonna have to keep it pushing, see what else we can do. So we can't re-sign Aaron Jones, so that's unfortunate. But we're gonna let Aaron Jones walk. Probably have to draft a running back high into the round, but probably in the second round. But that's fine. We're gonna have AJ Dillon now, paired up with someone else. It is what it is. They keep telling me to upgrade Devontae, but I can't upgrade him because he's already a 99. So we have about $2 million available in cap room, so obviously we can't do anything with that, and it's just what it is. We have to upgrade our players. Oh my gosh, Devontae's gonna keep popping up. It's so annoying. I think they're gonna ask me for a 5th-year option. It's probably gonna be Jordan Love. Oh, Cesar Ruiz. Yeah. Let's pick him up. He's been pretty solid. We'll definitely pick him up. Cesar Ruiz gets picked back up. I know Jordan Love's going to be there. He's been watching Aaron Rodgers play. But since we're going to say we're going to pick up his 5th-year option because we said this is our last year. So we're not even going to like do anything. Oh, yeah, let's see how Jordan Love performs. Nah, we're just going to pick it up and just keep it pushing. So head into free agency, or heading into the draft, I say, where we make one final push. Let's see what pick we get. We get the 7th pick in the draft. Let's see who we could get this early. Okay, so scouted. We could obviously go for lots of positions. We could go for a strong safety like Michael Alexander, who's a mid-first rounder. Because that's a position we definitely need. We don't even have one. Right outside linebacker, I feel like we should be good at the outside linebacker positions. I'm going to have faith in those guys. D-tackle, we got Isaiah Herbert, who's a late first rounder. Right end, we have Greg Price, who's an early first rounder, but left end is what we need. Now, obviously, there's no one available there. We have Garrett Barkley, who's a mid-first rounder, who seems pretty solid. Left guard is good. Left tackle is solid. Tight end, we could get someone later. I guess we're going to go high with running back here. We got John Posey and Marco McDonald. And we also have Lamar Ingram. So we're going to go John Posey here, 76 overall, to pair up with A.J. Dillon. And we need a strong safety, and I want to draft someone, so we're going to have to make a move here. Cohen, who performed pretty nicely, we're going to move him to see if we can get one of the middle round picks. Let's see. Who has an early pick? I need someone that has an early pick. Who has the Raiders. The Raiders and the Vikings. Okay, so we're going to go with the Raiders. What? Oh. Wow. They're not interested whatsoever. Alright, Vikings. Wow. They are not interested whatsoever. I just need that strong safety, though. That's the thing. I just want that strong safety. So, we're going to try with the Panthers, see what they want on their team. Let's see. They want a right tackle, left tackle, and a fullback. Fullback, quarterback. We don't have a fullback, so we can't do anything with that. I can give you guys Cohen and our third. Oh, for your 12th pick in the draft. They're not interested. So I guess we're gonna have to hope that to God that they don't choose a safety, but which I doubt. Which I believe they probably will. So. That's fine. Caleb Garrison just went away. Strong safety. Obviously, no one there that we want. Free safety, no one there as well. We got a corner named Bob Judge. So that's unfortunate. So now, we have to see what's next for the best players available. We could obviously trade a middle linebacker for a safety, which will probably be the route that we go anyways. We do need a right end, though, because we traded away Kingsley Keek. Or we didn't re-sign him. So we have Justin Stanton here, who's a mid-second rounder. We also have Chris Rutland, who's a late second rounder. So we're going to leave the simulation up to the draft and see what they pick. So now that we look at the draft recap, we are getting a strong safety, a quarterback, a right end. Okay. So they just went a crazy route, but they did that. Kudos to them. But now that we're here, we're going to trade for a strong safety, of course, because I think that should be our biggest need. I like our middle linebackers. I'm going to let Nixon have an increased role. I'm looking for a strong safety since no one wanted to trade their pick. I doubt Derwin James would work, but let's see if we can. Oh, we don't even have the cap. We'd have to go for like a youngin. We'd have to literally go for a youngin. Jordan Poyer and Kari Willis. Kari Willis would work, but I feel like I've seen him too much when it comes to Madden. So, see if there's someone else we could get here. We got Marcus May, but he's already 30, so that wouldn't be too fun. We got Terrell Edmonds, Kyle Duggar, and Tavon Atkins. Let's go Tavon Atkins. Oh my gosh, it won't even go through. Trade-off was accepted, though, so they did accept that. So not too bad. Now we have a strong safety. Free safety. Corners are good. I like our corners. Right outside is now Ty Dillon, so he's going to have an increased role. The linebacker is good with Rashawn Gary. See if we could get some sacks. We have Greg Rousseau and McLean on the D-line. Yeah, Kenny Clark and Burrows. Right end, that's another position we need to take a look at. Yeah, that's definitely another position we need to take a look at. I'm willing to give away a third for a right end. See if anyone wants to give up one of their right ends. Aaron Donald, right? Let's see. Randy McMillan, Chase Young, Marcus Davenport, Peyton Turner, Arden Key, Cam Hayward, Cassius Watkins. Maybe Cam Hayward. Maybe he would go for it. We can't even afford him, so... Kimiko Toure, Taven Bryan, Dietrich Wise, Bilal Nichols, Trey Hendrickson, Kingsley Keek, Ezekiel Charles. He only has 1 sack though, so he's not really, doesn't really have a resume. Christian Wilkins, maybe could be a force. Maybe we could try him for a third. We don't have the cap for him though. That's unfortunate. Craig Watkins and Leonard Williams. We could try Craig Watkins. Nothing worked. How about Leonard Williams? Maybe we try him straight up. We wouldn't be able to afford him, so that's fun. Tack McKinley, Sammy Rivers. Nothing. Carl Lawson, Jabari Zuniga. Peter Grossmotos, Cleveland Farrell. Okay, so no one there. We could try Justin Mabuke. Let's see if this works. Okay, so trade offer was accepted. So we addressed the right end position for now, but it's not the best, obviously. And free agency. See if we could sign like a right tackle for Taylor Moen. We could sign Cameron Fleming to a deal, which isn't too bad. So we signed him. So now let's upgrade the team. Okay, so we upgraded them. So we have 91 offense, 88 defense going into this 4th year. Aaron Rodgers is now in 87. He has regressed. Running backs, we have A.J. Dillon and Posey, our 1st-round pick. Receivers are pretty solid. Amari Rodgers has an increased role. So everyone should perform pretty well. Defense is pretty solid as well too. So this should be a pretty interesting season. I think I'm going to sign one more D tackle just for the depth purposes. But everyone's pretty much matching on this team, which is what I like to see. So we're going to sign one more D tackle because I don't like that drop off that we have in like our guys. So I'm going to sign someone like Byron Covert. Sign him to a deal just so we have that depth. And yeah, let's see. So we end up making the playoffs, going 11-5, bounce back from last season when we went 5-11. A lot of players got some upgrades. Rashawn Gary, I see here, 48 players were upgraded. Now 92 offense, 89 defense. We won our division. Our offense was 10th. Aaron Rodgers was 1st in passing TDs, of course, because he's Aaron Rodgers. Our defense was 7th, so a top 10 defense. 44 touchdowns, 11 picks, 115 passer rating for Aaron Rodgers, 69 completion percentage. Of course, he plays like that because we said, oh yeah, we're gonna pick up Jordan Love's 5th-year option. A.J. Dillon, 11 TDs, 974 yards, and John Posey, 659 yards, 2 TDs. Aaron Rodgers had some rushing yards as well. Devontae Adams had 15 touchdowns and 1,200 yards. Alan Lazard, 1,000 yards, 11 TDs. Amari Rodgers, 11 TDs, 714 yards. Robert Tonyan, good tight end numbers, not too bad. Defense, Gregory Rousseau had 12 sacks. Okay. And Rashawn Gary had 10.5. Finally living up to expectation. Kenny Clark at 6.5, but not too bad for a D tackle. Chris Barnes at 5.5 and 3 picks, which is pretty nice to see. Eric Stokes at 4 picks. Rashawn Gary even got a pick. And in tackles, went to Chris Barnes. So Chris Barnes did his thing, helped be in the mic of the defense. Now let's take a look at everyone's overall really quick. So Aaron Rodgers is at a 90. Obviously, playoffs. Playoffs feelings are high. Amari Rodgers is now an 82 overall. Offensive line is great. Alan Lazard is now an 83. Defense, Kenny Clark's in 97. He's a beast. Greg Rousseau's in 84. He's a beast. Matt Bouquet didn't really do much, but that's fine. Eric Stokes is now an 87. Atkins is now 77. Rashawn Gary is an 88. We got Chris Barnes and Nixon, both stars at the middle linebacker position. And Dillon's a star as well. Jair obviously is a beast in his own regards. And I want to take a look at his stats for some of the guys on the defense. So we have the rookies. We have the young guys. So Nixon did pretty well. Atkins had half a sack, not too bad, a good amount of tackles. Matt Bouquet had 4.5 sacks, not too bad. Dillon had 1 sack, so that's fine. You know, probably was generating some pressure. But we're facing a 7-9 Rams, so let's see how we do against them. Probably should be a dub, and we took an L. Dude, they're jinxed. I promise you guys. I promise you, we're jinxed. We're literally jinxed. Like, we've lost every single game. We've lost literally every single game when it, like, in the postseason. I don't know what to do about that. Like, I have no idea what to do. There's no way that in the 3 years we made the playoffs, we lose every single game. We got sacked twice. They had Daniel Jones throw a pick and got sacked 3 times, and we lose the game. Of course it's Aaron Jones who they sign and shits on us. Of course. We shouldn't have let him go. He has 16 carries, 130 yards, 2 TDs on us. Cam Akers, whatever, had more yards than our starter and our backup. Of course, that happens, you know. Can't even be mad. Can't even be mad. Greg Rousseau had 2 sacks. Kenny Clark had a sack. Aaron Donald had a sack. Reuben Foster and Darius Williams had half a sack. Stanford Samuels got a pick. Of course we lose to Aaron Jones, yo. Of course that happens. Of course. Why wouldn't that happen? I bet you they're going to make the Super Bowl too. That's crazy. They made the Super Bowl. They made the Super Bowl. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they make the Super Bowl? I bet you they're going to win. I bet you they're going to win. They lost. But they made the Super Bowl. Zach Wilson won MVP. John Posey won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Oh my gosh, yo. That's retarded. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what other teams you want to see me rebuild. It looks like Aaron Rodgers has retired as well after that 4th year. So that was definitely a heartbreaking way to end his career. But hey, we tried rebuilding the team, and obviously the Madden gods were not on our side. But let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do a video of Jordan Love, like sticking with him instead of Rodgers. Just let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, you gotta be a fiend to succeed. Peace.